and an agent, and he will figure it out very quickly.
Okay, looks like an attack onto A. But first they're going to smoke out mid with their Omen. Oh, and they're actually going to be coming through Catwalk. Now it's just the Killjoy and her utility ready and waiting for the rest of HolyMolly to come in through.
Yep, they send the drone out, they check wine, nanoswarms to try and delay. Stop them from getting in onto the site. Little bit of damage onto Harry, but Hermes takes a considerable chunk. As the plant will come down, 3 now approaching from tree, can break through that door very rapidly. And Exy already finds 2.
Yeah, Exy already great with the utility, but then with the shots there, it's only 3 more HolyMolly players waiting over here. We've got the Soviet just inside the Omen bubble.
Esperanza just checking, making sure there's not a long wrap around at the top of mid. Flash is now coming in. Texture finds 1. Felix up close, trades out for Jeong Hi, but then falls to Esperanza. Now it's just Harry sitting here in Hell, and they've sussed it out. They say, yep, we've checked every other box off. Hell was the last one. And Exy comes up with 3 kills. I mean, that's going to be a fairly fast-tracked lockdown that he can have available. And I just verified it. This is the first time that he's played Killjoy on stage. So this is a debut agent for him.
Very cool.
It's off to a good start.
And, a lot of patience there with the retake. Again, clutching it from Exy with beautiful execution. And HolyMolly, not a bad site take, but they weren't able to control it. And, that oh-so-important pistol round, which really ripples through the first half, has already been a big victory here for DWG.
Yep, gonna set themselves up nicely. See if HolyMolly want to get funky with the buys, and they do. This is what I was worried about. Exy is in the right place, right time. The dart, just a little bit too late to try to save the comrades. Of getting a bit of damage out as Esperanza. He wanted to try to hold and catch somebody. He wanted to get a trade, but instead just eats the full nanoswarm. He thought they were going to push a bit faster.
Well, hold up. We got 10x going to try to set up the plant.
Oh,
it's a 1 versus 2.
Sees the shoulder. Fragment. Force him back. I mean, it's technically winnable, but he needs to get these headshots. Now the paranoia's going to connect.
Oh my God, he's blinded.
Yep, push timing's just too good.
Intro gets that kill, and they get the defuse as well. Trading off rolls there on that defuse. That's a 2nd win. And, you were talking about this earlier, Achilleos, but, yeah, they went for a force buy. And, this can cause real economic turbulence in the 3rd and the 4th round here. A lot of times, it's an expected 2nd round loss where, where they're going to try something creative, something wacky, saving all, if not most, of their funds. And then in the 3rd round, you're going to have your sheriffs, I'm sorry, not your sheriffs, your vandals and your phantoms and plays like that. But here we are seeing HolyMolly. It's going to be a sheriff round with 1 Bucky.
We've seen them do this consistently. So this is why I was calling it out. It's, not like WGS where every now and then they will try to make a play with a force buy if they lose the pistol. This is a very consistent move from HolyMolly. It seems like they don't mind trying to get that force through, see how much damage they can do, if not win the round. And then if they lose, go for the Sheriff Eco to just get that full loss bonus in and then still be able to buy coming into the 4th round. It's not something that many other teams really like to do, and personally, I'm not all about it, but it's how they like to play the game.
Yeah, I mean, well, this is the moment to test it out, right?
Yeah. Oh, fragment, force him back.
Man, the setups here from DWG is so scary. And then they come in here from behind.
Oh, hello. Exy
no problem.
Exy doesn't care.
No problem.
Another 3 for him, and just through the wall.
Oh, that was sick. All right, pops him through the wall. Morale high over here for DWG. And, man, I got to say, they're looking so strong, so clean, but some of this is on the decision-making here of HolyMolly. They basically bet hard. They've doubled down every round so far.
Yep.
And only now are they going to be weapon viable here. So tempo-wise, definitely a different game, but meta-wise and, standard results for these 2 teams, it's looking like everything is par for the course.
Yeah, and I mean, you see the big purchases coming through. They have that Odin for 10x, which is a little bit rarer to see on the attack. He still just wants to try to set up for this wall bang, and Exy is technically in line with it at the moment. I don't think he is necessarily suspecting that he was going to go for this, because he did have to pick up the half armor in order to make the Odin purchase work.
Yeah, so if the Odin wallbang is going to pan out, this is definitely the round.
Spots one. Start trying to move forward. They need to check the close corner. There's the TP in. JinboongE managing to find one. Esperanza in the back with the Ares. Picks up a kill.
All right, so they do come in there.
Felix!
What?
Okay,
That
it
was
might not matter.
It
It might not matter. It doesn't matter.
Yep, they did it. First round win. Kind of a weird moment. I hope we can catch that in the instant replay. What exactly transpired there?
Well, we don't even get to see his reaction because he's not here.
Yeah. That's going to go in our blooper reel for the season.
Yep. Set it to a Weezer song and have all these little highlights play. And everybody palling around.
All right, so round 5 is here. And, HolyMolly's got that win. It was a bit of a weird one here. It looks like they're going to at least be poking into A over here on the A side to try to get a hit, but a one-way setup from the Omen. Intro backs up.
This is the issue with going with that force is now you find yourself 3-1 and you're playing against equal footing again. They had enough money to even get full armor and the operator onto texture. Like, if you just did the eco after the pistol round loss, it could have been a 2-1 and then you win, and then you're playing against equal footing. And if you win that round, then you advance forward. It just feels weird to I don't know, bank on a Sheriff eco round to have that much impact. It's interesting. I'm happy to see a team kind of play differently with the economics compared to the rest. I just don't necessarily fully grasp it. I might have to have a conversation with HolyMolly. Be like, tell me about the buy patterns here. What is the?
Well, it's funny because it doesn't always work, but they're pretty certain that this is the way that's best for them to play. The paranoia setup here to hiccup entry onto A. A push through mid with, the back of mid over here for defenders smoke. They're going to come up through connector into A again. They do have that Omen hot peeking here.
All right. No one across with Hermes. Not ready for Jeong Hi on the flank. Lockdown. Going to be used, but I mean,
God.
They're just giving them no purchase on the site at all.
Yeah.
A flawless round, and it was, again, a hefty investment. Oh, we got our first artwork of the season.
That's right, at last. There we are, Jeong Hi.
Well,
that's good artwork.
That is. Unfortunately, that character that they drew him as is not that viable.
That's right. That's Astra thinking about that old patch.
Yeah.
Looking sad. Remember the old days?
Remember when Astra had 5 stars? And everybody in Twitch chat asked why Astra had 5 stars? Well, now they don't have to do that anymore because the Astra's not played.
Yeah, certainly not with these two teams. Oh, by the way, they get a ping over there, but it looks like Texture's going to escape to a safer area and reset the position.
Oh, drone doesn't make it far enough to catch Esperanza there lurking just outside market. He thought about droning himself, but I think he's worried that they would go aggressive and be able to punish him, so it's wise to pull away. Alarm bot cleared, and they could just pull off this position, move back into mid, maybe make an attack in through tree, but Texture is waiting there with the off.
Again, a little bit of seesawing, a little bit of back and forth over here from HolyMolly. They did actually get Harry to slowly inch up into mid as they're going to wrap around here from B. Now, Xy's got a pretty good setup.
Oh, boy.
And
there's the knife. Gets one. Can't get the second. Bronza now first line of defense. Turns away in case the flash comes in.
Moment from Esperanza here.
Oh.
He does end up getting shot down. And the Omen's pretty far back here from intro.
JinboongE does manage to get this Phantom as the plant will come through. Harry's still lurking. Doesn't have to worry about that Nano Swarm since Xy's been taken care of, so he can make his way out of market if he can get past Texture.
So intro's finally running back. He's not going to go through mid either.
You can tell, though, they have a suspicion as to where he's at. Texture swaps the weapon out. Shuts the door to try to cut off Harry. Forces him to peek. The spray not going to connect, and Harry gets the headshot.
Crazy shot there from Harry. It's just intro and Jeong Hi on either side of B.
They are running out of time. Intro throws down the smoke, catches him for just a moment, has to get onto the spike, and he's got to stick it. The Nano Swarm.
Does it connect?
It's
it
flying
does.
through. It's in a good position, but can it kill him in time? The answer is no. A second and a half just about to spare. Intro with 11 HP.
Oh, that's so sick.
Oh, that is a
Oh my God,
kick
that's
in the
crazy.
teeth.
Yeah. That trajectory, man, it doesn't quite do it. You just hang on to it, man. Eat the damage and win the round. And I'll tell you what, a haunting loss now for HolyMolly, because the difference between, you know, 5-1 and a 4-2 is huge.
Yeah.
And when it comes down to the wire like that, and you've got it, that's big, man.
Yep. Forward peek. Oh, shots. Both of them not connecting. Is he going to swing again? Okay, and Hermes, he just jump peeks the corner and out-tools Texture.
Pretty big balls play there, popping out and popping off. And so now we're going to have Hermes actually push up through mid. B site looking a little bit squishy right now. We're about to have an engagement over here with Esperanza, just in B garage.
I mean, they should be suspicious of this. Exy has played this position already. You hear the jumps coming through. He's just going to try to exit, and he will manage to make it out of there. But Hermes now pushes through market and somehow doesn't get shot out of the sky.
Intro, though, the last line of defense. Oh, drops two.
Gets another one. That's the operator gone. They now arrive from alley. Turret spotting Exy.
I mean, this is the moment they can try to make up, right?
Yeah.
They need to get this second win here.
Oh, Pop Flash catches both. There's the kill on the one, and Jeong Hi will get 10x, but he ends up falling to JinboongE, and there's a second round win now for HolyMolly.
Yeah, a lot of that going back to that hopping jet operator shot, you know, that made, you know, B suddenly look a lot more tempting to come in and take. And not only did they take it, they held it, and DWG wasn't able to take it back like they did in the round before. You can see that here, they get the drop.
Solid peak timing there. I mean, Esperanza wanted to get the hell out of the garage, and he did, but Hermes was already in position and set himself up for success by clearing that alarm bot. He should have been aware of that lurk. Already though, now you hear the Blade Storm getting popped. Hermes, also with a Bucky in hand, is ready for some close quarters combat.
Yeah, Drone picked off here. Esperanza going to try to take a tight angle around the side, but they smoke it off.
He and Texture both just holding here. Push on the corner, and there's the kill. Esperanza follows up, but ends up dying. Good trades here for the side of HolyMolly.
Jeong Hi takes Harry down. 3-3 right now. The spike's picked up, and it looks like the target's going to be A. Oh, Hermes!
Fantastic little entry there. Offset the aim with the updraft, gets the headshot. Now it's all on Intro and Exy. Exy now cutting his way through mid. As Intro, he tries to push out, but just ends up falling down. Now it's all on Exy 1v3 to try to clutch it. He does have the lockdown that he can throw, or he could just get the spike drop in the middle of nowhere and come up with 2 kills for free. The lockdown now going to be used. Hermes, he's got enough time just to get the plant off.
Yeah, he's going to have to get out in time too, though.
Does not have the tailwind available, so just has to hightail it out.
All right, so he's going to go back into wide and camp it out, but it should be obvious that that's the only place that you can be at, right?
Oh, he's trying to force him. He flushes him out!
Oh!
And it's beautifully done by Exy.
That was some Galaxy Braid stuff, dude. That was so sick. You knew exactly where the only spot you could be in from the lockdown, especially with the Jet not having a dash available. Sets it up and baited him.
Yep.
Right through the damage, making the spray that much easier.
It's just great, you know, mental gymnastics that you're making Hermes do here, because the Nano Swarm gets popped. You think that he's just going to be looking to hold that spike to half, and Hermes says, like, okay, if I just eat the damage from the Nano Swarm, I swing the corner, I'll be able to kill him before he gets that half defuse off. And I mean, Exy just reads it like a book. He's like, yeah, he's either gonna take the bait or he's gonna be caught off guard when I swing this corner, and I'm just gonna barrel stuff him with the Phantom.
Big brain and a little bit of aim. Pretty sick there. DWG calls for a timeout, and I like this because a lot of times it's like right when it looks like they're about to lose complete control of the match, a team will call for a timeout and be like, okay, what are we doing wrong? How are we down 6 rounds? But instead, DWG locks the match for a second and says, okay, we won that. They don't have a lot more opportunities. How is it? It's no longer about let's win as much as we can. It's how do we crush them out of every other round where they could have an opportunity. Let's take a moment. Let's pause it. We're already to the point where even if HolyMolly played out of their minds here, the best they get is 6-6. So why not try your very best to completely zone them out of anything else?
Yeah, and I like this because one of the things that we were seeing kind of near the back end of this stage is, I mean, again, just great play there from Hermes, who really just stepped up in these last few rounds. One of the things that we were seeing was that Damwon was not being anywhere near as proactive with their timeouts as they need to be. They were consistently waiting until they had lost several rounds in a row and were kind of getting beaten and battered, and then Solo would call one. It's like, this needed to happen forever ago. Like, why are you waiting so long to have this timeout called? I like that they're doing it early while they're still ahead. It's a good look.
Cool.
Yep, that's a big
Lots
reveal.
of pings there.
Let's see the two forward players. Esperanza instantly domed, as is Hermes.
Oh, this is going to be tough for Texture here.
He just exits.
He just bails. And, I mean, I guess they're going to send intro all the way around. I would imagine they still want to try for a retake here.
Drone now to scout. It seems like that little timeout called by Damwon gave HolyMolly enough time to figure out their set play for the next round.
Yeah, they got in easy, and I mean, feels like there's not that much time left to try to actually come in. Are they going to go for this? Looks like they are.
Yeah, I mean, money's not super great. Intro still with 2K. Didn't see what the other two had, but Intro finds one, just spamming through the wall to get that kill. To shut down though, JinboongE looking for a little bit more. They're wary about the approach from the left side though, but everyone's just playing and funneled through one spot.
Yeah, what if we just wait for the last second, dude? What if we do that one for the fans?
Oh dear.
Listen, let's get Intro to lap around mid a couple more times, okay? I want him sweating when he has to retake the B site.
This empty chair is just cracking me up.
I want him to just come in. I want him hyperventilating. I can't believe this. So they get in, they actually locked up B. And I don't know about you guys at home, but I really looked at this and I saw the long rotation through attacker spawn, and I'm like, well, this is just, they're probably going to go for exit frags, right?
Yeah.
Like, I would have thought for sure a retake, except that it took so long, and then they just came through and mowed down everybody and just took it back.
There was a misjudgment there from JinboongE. It seems like he still thought that there was one more player because he looked off to the left side rather than realizing that the whole team was funneling down the right. You know, all three approached from the same angle. So they get one kill. He still thinks that that flank is going to be a threat, so he actually shifts his attention over, and then that's when everything just unravels. And it can be difficult in those chaotic moments, especially when the spike is ticking away ever louder. You can get mixed up. Happens to all of us, but fortunately, this is the playoffs.
Things are starting to hurt right now for HolyMolly. Even when it seems like wins are guaranteed, they end up losing.
Oh, there's the pop flash. They don't swing on it, the texture. He sees the arm. It's just enough.
JinboongE out with some utility ready. Gets domed.
Oh.
Texture now going to be able to call this out for the rest of the team.
Tries to set up the one way, but he gets a punish there. 10x. Greeting for the gun. I assume he was pushing, trying to get one.
Texture uses this moment as an opportunity to rotate for a surprise angle, and it works. At least so far, Harry's still alive. But Harry ain't long for this world here in round 10.
Just sends the lockdown, 35 HP.
That's right.
1v4 clutch, here I come.
Come and get me.
Well, breaks the window.
Yeah.
No real ambiguity about it.
One of the big audio giveaways for what you're trying to do. Xe kills the Killjoy, and that puts us at 8-2.
I think Xe, he heard me talking a little bit of smack earlier about how he had some inconsistencies, how he hasn't been able to win an MVP as of late.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, he is just feasting right now. Top in the charts. And, I mean, just from the get-go, had, what, 3 kills in the pistol round, had another follow-up 3K.
Check out this final shot here. Waits for it to dissipate. Surprise, I'm here. And that was really Texture just wiping the entire team.
Yeah. Well, beautifully done so far. 2 more rounds to be played in the half. HolyMolly, and they give us the 8-4.
Uh-oh. He pings him.
Oh, dear.
And there's just nowhere to go.
Final shot, not going to find anything, but Texture and Exy both end up falling over on the B site, so it is broken open. And that gives them the man advantage. Well, it did before Esperanza just happened to catch Felix. Now at 3v3.
All right, they're going to get the plant again. Can this be the moment where they actually get to hold the site and keep it?
Hermes sat down here at Lumber. Dart checking the left side of main.
Intro.
Hits the floor, and the pickup is going to be there. They're going for the res. He's back into the fight, and now it's all on Harry once again.
Oh, man, poor Harry. All right, gets intro.
They don't know where he is, but they do now. Gets the nice kill. He just narrowly evades the pop flash.
Whiffs that, only does a little bit of damage.
Oh, and the double push is just too much.
Yeah, beautiful play there by Esperanza. Gets in, diffuses, and gets out with a 9th round win. Only one more round in the first half. And it is so bad right now for HolyMolly. It's so fun having, fans in the audience now. It's so much better, guys.
Yeah. I've missed it so much. I mean, I can't even really remember at this point the last time that I had a live crowd aside from First Strike.
No, I'm getting warm fuzzies here, man.
Well, I mean, you've been there.
The gamers have gathered.
You and I have been there for Korean finals and whatnot that have tens of thousands of people in it.
Yeah. And you get to feed off
games.
the audience the excitement, and now finally we have we get to see what Valorant fans in Korea actually look like. They're showing up finally.
Yep.
So here we are in the last round. Esperanza here with a classic Sova Odin combo at B. Draw a tail on whatever animal that is at the B site wall, and you'll probably hit somebody on the other side.
It's the lobster spray.
Yeah, I think he drew a beaver tail on it, if I noticed correctly, on whatever animal that is.
Well, just keeps reloading. Double peek, try to pick off Exy, but does manage to avoid taking damage. A couple more shots through, and I hate the Odin. It's just this is just so cheesy.
Yeah, dude, it's tough, man, trying to get through
Wait, what?
B-site with that. Wait, what happened? They put that right at mid?
Yeah, the lockdown is used.
Yeah.
Maybe they just want to flush people out of the tree, but they need to start moving in that direction.
Is this a movie script, what they're doing? They don't know that they can't plant in mid yet, right? No. There's no C on this map.
The new update to the map here. Felix is just going to be TPing.
All right, well, it worked. Whatever they did, it worked.
It flushes them out away from mid and allows them to get moved up forward. It also opens up tree if they want to take an attack over onto the A site. So it does kind of shift Dom around in a bit of an awkward way. It doesn't fully clear the map like we're used to seeing from lockdowns. But either way, they get onto the site.
Okay, they're going to be coming in now. And again, this is a much-needed win here for HolyMolly, but they gotta hold off the onslaught here from Dom on Kia. Paranoia ready. Oh, they're both paranoid.
Yeah, paranoia texture. They're stopped up. They find one. Texture doesn't know which way to look. There you go. Intro falls. It is going to be 9-3.
9-3, 9-3, 9-3. Go.
Any cursors in the chat?
It's the curse.
Well.
Too bad you wished your win on a monkey's paw, and now it's 9-3.
The fingers are curling.
That's right. It's 2 monkeys' paws.
It's a bizarre, I just want to go back to it. It's a bizarre ultimate from the Killjoy. I think I've seen that one other time, and I can't tell you if it was Harry or not.
I guess what it really does, because we were making jokes about it, but I guess it can flood out mid and then kind of create a weird position that a lot of teams probably are not used to.
It also gives some ambiguity as far as where you want to go.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, it's definitely intriguing. I wouldn't say that that's the kind of ultimate that you could use in any circumstance. Like where it's always going to find value. It's definitely not the case. I mean, that's the case, I guess, for just ultimates in general. But given the kind of awkward situation they found themselves in, it opens up mid, gives them that lone market access. They know that when they move out onto the B site, there is not going to be anybody in the immediate vicinity that they have to be concerned with. There's not going to be anybody sat underneath market door at Lumber. You just have to concern yourself with the site itself as well as alley. So, yeah, I mean, it just limits the positions that you have to check, I suppose.
Well, guys, we're about to hop into the next half here on Ascent. 93, it sounds silly, but it's true. It's far apart. It's not that far apart. Really, though, teams do tend to come back. in this, or at least they can. But you have to have a very careful second half.
Yeah, we'll see how they manage here as they swap over to the attacking side. Or the defending side. Getting my wires crossed a little bit. But it has been the Harry show so far, for the most part, here on HolyMolly. Hermes, obviously a couple nice little pickoffs, but Harry has just continued to be the definition of consistency for HolyMolly. So even in their darkest hours, he's still shedding some light here for the squad.
So they send the dart over there onto B. Bit of a red herring play. And then the out drone through mid. Almost tags the KO.
Oh, it gets him.
Oh, it does get him, excuse me. And they're going to quiet Sneaky Snake over here into A.
Throws down the smoke. Tailwind forward, Texture gets himself onto the site. Does he see him? No, he does not. JinboongE, nice corner check, instantly domes him. XC's far forward, though, and I don't know if they're aware of this. Hermes taken down at Heaven. And XC is just lurking. He could be an absolute menace here in a moment. Just needs to time this out.
Oh, intro. Taking Felix out from window.
Oh, he takes the shot. He's going to try to charge him. Doesn't get the kill, but they do manage to pick it up. Now he's got the spike in hand.
And it's just going to be Esperanza and XC down here. 10X and Harry have to retake. The spike set up over here.
Storm out. Not finding anything, though. Esperanza gets himself in the back. And the dart is good. Great read from 10X, predicting that positioning. And XC is not going to be able to win it.
Too much. Down to the wire, but it's the fourth win here for HolyMolly. And unless we have a surprise buy here from Damwon Kia, probably a fifth win here for HolyMolly as well.
I'd be shocked if Damwon goes for it.
I don't think they will.
It's so out of their wheelhouse. If they want to do like a mild purchase, kind of go for the old New Turn Classic with the Sheriffs and armor, that might not shock me nearly as much.
Sure.
But it still is a fairly hefty investment that you got to be concerned about. So we'll see what they piece together. We just watch it back. I mean, it was just a great instant hit there from JinboongE. And unfortunately for XC, the lurk didn't really lead to too much. Because if he gets that lurk, pulled off, he gets that kill on the JinboongE, and you don't have intro at 10 HP. So the defense there of the spike is considerably easier, but does not happen.
Okay, they're backed up into mid now. And nobody's really checking mid. We see, it looks like Hermes is going to just tiptoe by mid. And they're making some sounds over here. They may be trying to go back over to connector, though. And honestly, Hermes isn't budging.
Yeah, just sitting there holding firm.
So no forced rotations just yet. Now over by connector, this is a flash, but it's not going to help for the angle that Felix is at. In fact, Felix just goes out and smokes this out as well.
Answering pop flash just to try to hold them back for a bit. Rifle connect, gets the suppress as Texture swinging around the corner, but there's 10X just on the left. Actually moves back, gets around the corner.
They're not budging from connector. In fact, they've got this jet lurking.
Texture, this could be a big flank. Depending on where he wants to go, does he just push the window? He does. He pushes out. Oh, he cannot line it up. Hermes instantly shifts on the audio cue. Finds the elimination. And now they're just chewing them apart. Oh, he tries for the knife. I love it. Hermes is like, well, I'm gonna die regardless,
My gun has no bullets. Time to go for the jugular.
Well, he doesn't get it, but they do get that next round. Rifle's now getting ready to come through, and you see Damwon, going for that Sheriff eco there in the second round. This half does force a lot of members back onto the light armor, just to be able to have the rifles. Esperanza, we've seen the popularity of the Bulldog grow considerably as of late, so he's going to take that into his hands just so he can have that full 50 armor.
Oh, still suppressed.
A near miss.
Now, again, HolyMolly, if they can swing this win, that's going to be big. Damwon Kia takes it, but it's a normal tit for tat in a half of Valorant.
Yeah, and I mean, it would also set them up to potentially, bring it within 2. Anticipate if they get this round, they'll be able to get the 7th on board with them. Esperanza just checking out main. He's 1. As the orb gets grabbed by Exy, want to get that lockdown up.
So they farmed the orb out, but they haven't made that much headway yet, with the exception of the fact that Texture is crept up into mid and has a clear line right down through market into the B area with the door. That gets smoked off, but this is probably just a cross onto the other side and still not make anything audible just yet. So right now, DWG is very much ready to attack into B.
That's a dink. Hermes chunked out considerably. He's swinging around the corner, takes a little bit of damage as they try to get out onto the site. Alarm bot thrown down. I don't think it actually has line of sight versus 10X, but it doesn't matter because he's going to fall. And they just punch straight through. 5 members still standing.
Yeah, and it's just JinboongE and Felix. Some shots fired through. Nothing really connects. Oh, and now it's just JinboongE.
Yep.
And that's that 10th win. This is where things get scary. I mean, HolyMolly can still win most of the matches and it'll be close, but DWG really looking very strong back there.
Yeah, I mean, a flawless answer to break the little win streak that they had going for themselves. 2 rounds in this half, but 3 if you count the final round of the first. And now it's all in from HolyMolly. Need to get this win, or else DWG, they'll just be able to push up to 12. You do not want that to happen. 5 rounds already bad enough. 7 consecutive just to force an OT. Awful position to be in. Killing Texture here would be huge. 10X is ready for it.
Yeah, they do take him out. Hermes pops back after getting identified there. They're going to try to come in here, and it's actually kind of a funny stack. Everybody up over here by the door. They don't get that door closed. It doesn't matter because they flush him out with that utility.
Yep, they weren't quite prepared for the nanoswarm. I don't think it landed just outside the smoke. And ends up getting the kill there onto Hermes. Just managed to trade 1 back, at least makes it a 3v3 here for his squad, but now they're going to be pushing in without utility.
Yep, a lot of dry peaks inbound here. Oh, is he just going to push the bubble? He's going to try to flash.
Oh, Esperanza, the lurk. Gets 1, immediately pulls away. Doesn't want to re-peek with the Bulldog from the same position. And 10X now is not going to be sure which way he needs to look. Oh,
yeah.
He chose correctly.
Nice finisher there, 11-5. DWG looking about ready to move to map 2 here after a victory on map 1. How are the buys now for HolyMolly? It seems like they're hurting.
Bad.
Garb, some might say.
Garbo. Yeah, it's...
Garbaggio.
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 Yeah.
I like that. Sheriffs.
This is an Italian map after all. So Garbaggio.
Is this Italian? Is this an Italian
yeah.
Time frozen?
Why do you think there's gelato?
It's true.
There's only gelato in Italy.
Oh, yeah, you can't get it anywhere else.
Oh, boy. Well, Texture. 2 quick kills and a punch in the gut for HolyMolly.
And, oh, Hermes gets Esperanza. That was quick.
Well, that's a good reply. Can't even get more value here with the blade. Nope. Don't even give me the chance to finish my sentence, Jeong Hi.
Again, they win this, and it's 12-5, meaning HolyMolly has to try to fight for overtime. Hard to imagine when you only have 5 wins. And, again, Exy just hot peeking over here. Sees 10X, cues it up to his teammates. Flash is set up, pop out.
Damage taken.
Oh, my God. Intro.
Intro has just been picking his timings.
Coming to get you, man. You better check under the bed. Intro's going to be there.
Yeah, I mean, he's going back to his boogeyman tendencies from last year. I was picking this guy up so much when he was on Rio Company. He just looked like one of the best lurker players that we had in the region. Was, in my opinion, the best omen that we had. Now he's gone back to his roots, and he is utterly destroying his timings on these peaks. His flanks have just been on point. I mean, look at his score. He's 17, 7, and 7. That's
crazy,
a lot of
man.
7s.
Oh my God, this is lining up very nicely.
Okay. I like it.
Hey, it's a start.
It's a huge change up in the pace here. Hermes pushes out, looks for a little bit more.
Intro though.
Jeong does manage to find 2, but now he's been felled. Xe, the last one standing, versus 2, and Harry will finish him off.
That was not an easy round to process for how quickly things unpacked. Okay.
I mean, it's good. It's backs up against the wall here for HolyMolly. They know that they need to win out. They still need to get 6 consecutive, but they say, let's do something a bit crazy. The Hunter's Fury comes out. That already is causing chaos. They get that first initial ping out from the recon dart. They just send it with the ultimate. They get the tags, and then you have a double swing coming out from P main, plus the Hermes pinch in from mid. And DWG is just not ready for that sort of pressure right off the rip. So it's a really good read from HolyMolly. The question is, do they have more sets in the playbook to make it work? Hermes is going for it again, but this time it is falling apart.
Oh my God, this is falling apart so fast here for HolyMolly.
Oh no, not like this.
He hears the footsteps. They're coming towards him.
I mean, there's nothing more that he can do. Somehow Jeong Hi didn't see him, but Esperanza was in position for the final kill.